Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This reading is just general. It is for anybody who needs to hear it at this time, and we will see what we have going on. We start with the Five of Wands. So there's some type of conflict and chaos going on in someone's life. With the Seven of Swords, there's been some deceit, there's been some deception, there's been some type of things going on behind someone's back. Somebody's taking something that's not theirs to take. Maybe there's some, you have wands which is fire and swords which is air, and you have your thoughts and your, somebody could be playing mind games with you. Somebody could be pretending that there's something they're not. Because it's like she's playing with dolls, but isn't she a doll herself? It's like there's somebody's not who they say they are. And there's a lot of conflict and chaos. I almost feel like a gaslight situation where somebody's trying to make you think that something's going on and there's not anything going on, or somebody's making you think that there's nothing going on and something's going on. It works both ways. But somebody is almost like a shapeshifter, not who they say they are. They are one way this way and one way that way. And it's highly confusing for you, I feel. We have the past energy. We have the Four of Swords. So I feel like past energy, it could have been an easier relationship. Now this could be romantic, it could be friends, it could be boss, I don't really know. Something you're passionate about, or somebody there's a lot of passion there, but there's also this conflict and chaos. And then you have somebody that's very intellectual that you like to talk, and again, I feel like they present themselves as this beautiful creature, and there's underneath they're really this slithery little whatever this is, snake. So Four of Swords, I almost feel like in the past, it's somebody that has lulled you into a sleep, or lulled you into a place of feeling comfortable, or feeling protection, or feeling safe. They've made you feel that maybe they can give you this. They can give you this protection. They can give you this feeling of being safe. I feel like you've let your guard down, is what I feel with the Four of Swords. You let your guard down, and you believe this person, or you believe this situation, or whatever it is. Let's see what brought you here. What brought you to this? What brought this all in? A Chariot. Movement. Chariot's a card of being in control. And I feel like, this is the foundation energy. And I feel like maybe you were moving out of one situation, going into another. And that could be what these two cards indicate. Maybe there was conflict and chaos in your life, and then you moved to another situation where it was just as bad or worse. Somebody who wasn't who they said they were, and, stole things, took things like that. So again, I feel like you did this willingly. You went into this relationship, or whatever this is, job, friends. You did it willingly. You did it. You moved. You're in control with the Chariot. You're driving the snail. I feel like it. Being the snail, it's a slow process. It was nothing that happened quickly. It was something that happened slowly over time. Present, you have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you're given this opportunity to breathe life into yourself, to get yourself out of a situation, and to move toward growth, and move towards something that you're passionate about, something that you desire, something that you dream about, something that you want to happen. Because if you look at her, she's a human. You know, this isn't, and this is like a doll playing with a doll almost, because you can see the cracks and things in her forehead. I don't know if you can see that. And, you know, and she's playing with dolls. So it's like somebody was manipulating you, or making you think there was something they're not. And now you have this opportunity to kind of break free and to do what you want to do, and, you know, to learn and grow. I feel too with Ace of Wands, it's an opportunity, but it's not one that is there very long. So if you have an opportunity to take it, it could be schooling, it could be teaching, it could be a job, it could be something that you're going to take a class to learn. Even with the Ace of Wands, it's a new start, a new beginning in something that you're passionate about, and something that you desire, in your creativity. And what do you want to make? What do you want to come forth? You know, what do you want to come forth from your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions? Maybe you're going to write a book even. It's a possibility, because there is a book there. What do we have for the future? And it's something too with these eggs. It's like, you know, this is birth. This is some new beings coming, or new creatures coming in, and this creature's taking that. And it's almost like they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to create. They don't want you to have this experience or opportunity. The High Priestess. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we definitely have a feminine energy here with the High Priestess. And it is somebody that trusts their intuition, that trusts their knowingness. And I feel very much with the Ace of Wands, whatever the situation is, you've woken up. You have woke up because you're not being lulled to sleep anymore. You're not allowing that to happen. And you're waking up to what you want to accomplish, and what you want to do, and who you want to be. And the High Priestess is trusting your instincts and trusting your gut. So I feel like the red flags, this won't happen again. You know, the red flags are there. You're not going to be played anymore. You're trading in your snail for a boat. You're trading in your snail for something faster. You're trading in your snail for what you want to accomplish and where you want to go. You know, being in control of your feelings and your emotions, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing where you want to go, knowing what you want to do and be. And it could be some type of performance, even with the big, you know, velvety curtains here. High Priestess is a card of Pisces, but it's also balance and partnership, and having patience with yourself, having patience with those around you, having patience with the situation, knowing things are going to come into fruition, but it's just kind of waiting to see when. And then we have the bottom of the deck, which is your subconscious. We have the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful card of, again, controlling your emotions, being in touch with your emotions, being in touch with your feelings, and being comfortable in your skin, being comfortable who you are and what you want to do and what you want to be. And the Queen is about maturity. It could be male, could be female. The Queen is about maturity. And the Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energies as a possibility. The Chariot is a card of Cancer. So you have two of the, you know, the signs here for that. This could be also something that you want to recreate, maybe something that came about when you were young or younger. You know, maybe you had an idea when you were growing up what you wanted to do or be, and maybe you're fulfilling that because you have the Six of Cups. And then you have the Magician, which is a beautiful, beautiful card telling you that you are the creator, creatrix, or the person in charge of your life. Just like the person driving the Chariot here. Even though it's a snail, you're still driving it, you know, and it can only go so fast. But the Magician, you can do whatever you want to do. You have all it takes to do what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to accomplish in life. And the only thing is, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in those around you that can help you. And you have to rely on your instincts, rely on your knowledge, what you've learned throughout life, what you've learned through this situation here, right? What you learned through the situation. It's a beautiful card of, again, I feel being very comfortable with your emotions and your feelings, able to sit with it, able to think about the situation or think about things and not be overly emotional or overly sensitized or overly, not allowing yourself to feel, you're allowing yourself to feel, but not over feel, I guess, if that's a word. That's what I'm trying to say, maybe. All right, everybody, we're going to pull one more card for you. And I feel with the High Priestess, that moon energy can be very strong for you. You might look up the moon phases and see what's going on whenever you get this reading. And that could have a play into how you move forward, right? It's a lot of growth here. There's a whole lot of potential. And I feel like you know it, but whoever either you were with or the situation, or, it could even be your parents. They don't see it. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. They didn't see or treat you like you needed to be treated. Marine life. How interesting. Because we have this, the Queen of Cups here too. Marine life. It's called richness. All sorts of animals there in it, or mammals, I guess they would be. I'll read out of the book and see what it says. Number 32. Fertility is yours. High Priestess and this Ace of Wands. Create. Fertility is yours. Your wishes will be granted. There is more than one way to find a solution to a problem. Adapt to the new. Wow, I love that. I love that. Absolutely. I'm seeing if there's anything else in here. Talks about marine life is vital to the health of the planet. Oceans indeed demand our respect. Even if you approach out of curiosity, sea animals are wild. It's worth remembering it is who we are visiting. It is we who are visiting them, not the other way around. Just talks about getting permission if you ever go diving or anything like that. But fertility is yours. And that's in all the creativity, the new beginnings, the new starts, right? Your wishes will be granted. And I love that. Absolutely. There is more way to find a solution to a problem and adapt to the new. So I feel, again, with all of these cards, I guess what I'm trying to say is you might have had a sluggish start to where you were at the moment, but you're moving out of that energy into something that is blooming and growing, and that is going to give you a whole lot more opportunities. Look at her down there. Isn't that gorgeous? It's going to give you a whole lot of opportunities for the future. And, just trust and believe in yourself. Says the High Priestess. Right? Trust and believe in yourself. All right. To whoever is listening to this, let me know if this resonates for you. You can come back to me and say, wow, that, this or that. Just let me know if you want to. If not, you can give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that as well. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe and be blessed. And notice the richness around you all. It doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be, the richness of a family, the richness of a child, the richness of a good warm blanket, the richness of a cup of coffee or a hot chocolate, you know, just what makes you feel that, what makes you feel rich. Love, you know, family, love does it for me. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye for now.